I'm hitting you in the middle of the night, so I have to be a little bit quiet. But this is an insane Selesnya list, yo. We are doing Kami of the Whispered Hopes. This is crazy. Basically, it taps for whatever its power is, so every time you buff it up, right, it's going to be nuts. We have tons of ways of doing that. We have an insane top of the curve, which I'll talk about in a little bit. And then we are doing the Sovereign of Okinec Ahau right here. So I believe that's how you'd say it. Whenever it attacks, for each creature you control with a power greater than its base power, you put counters equal to the difference. So basically what that means is, like, say you buff it up with a Moonshaker Cavalry, well, all that will stay permanently. That'd be pretty fun. And we do cast this and hit them for like 100 something damage in the air, which is really, really fun. In today's video, we have insane cards like Skullspore Nexus. We have insane cards like Zopadrel, I hope I say that right, which doubles the power, right? And that doubling will become permanent with things like Sovereign Okinec. So that's really, really synergistic, right? Every single combat, we're just going to double it, and every time he attacks, that's going to become a permanent buff. Bootlegger Stash is a great card that helps us ramp and cast these larger spells in our deck, and just, you know, double spell, things like that, and take advantage of huge, tremendous game-winning, you know, momentous swings. Vorinclex will help us ramp as well. It's also just a great creature. The reach is really, really good. The reach with this token that we get, the Tree Folk token, is also really, really strong. Don't forget about that. And yeah, we have Kodama down here, which is going to help all of our countered creatures help us ramp as well. And calming gets bigger basically from things like Jugon, Ozolith, right? We can just basically cast it like straight up on there. We do have a Homestead Courage in here. Iron Apprentice isn't going to be able to do that right away, but when it dies we can. Things like a Johnny, and of course just our Okinec. Basically, like, yeah, so there's some random cards in here, but pretty much all these random cards will do the trick. So Kami is just basically a 1 mana, 1 power, you know, tap for a green, but it works really, really good. Now, Botanical Brawlers just already have a lot of synergy in and of themselves, but basically this is just like a really strong and consistent list that I think is adapted to the meta. The reason I have 4 ossifications in here is because we need that interaction. I was trying to do this deck without the interaction early in the game, and basically we just need to kind of wait and chill until we get all of our pieces. Johnny is going to be putting counters. You know, you cast this at a good point, you're just going to go, wow, that's great. If you want to reset the board with White Sun's Twilight, that's awesome. You do get 2 casts out of Courage, so that's pretty good. Bushwhack can help you ramp earlier in the game if you have some of your bigger cards. But if you cast a Ren and 7 or a Vorinclex, you're in a good position. And then you're, of course, just ramping quite a bit with a Briefcase. Now, we activated the draw 3 cards twice in today's game, and the second one, which was really, really fun, because we had so many free treasures from Bootlegger Stash, so it was really insane. And Restless Prairie also is going to buff our creatures, and that's going to be a consistent way of allowing us to put counters with our Sovereign here. So pretty interesting stuff. Of course, when this comes over, whenever we lay a common, we can just buff it up, and that's an immediate way of having tons of mana. So there are more ways than it looks. You could probably put another Ozolith in here and maybe take 1 ossification away, which I would probably recommend just because of how good the Ozolith is. But in fact, it's more of like a balanced deck, just with these things waiting to sort of go off once you sort of play them. Now, Kami is obviously wanting counters desperately, but you sort of just have to wait and, you know, pray that you're going to get something that's going to do that, but you can't necessarily go all in on that strategy, or I think you just get rolled over, because like if your Kami gets removed after you all in on it, it's just like, well, that feels bad, and you pretty much have nothing to do to deal with all of these fast aggro decks. So that's my take in the early morning here, just doing some testing, is I really want my Werefox Bodyguards, and I really want my Ossifications. I even have a Gelos in here just to facilitate more removal, more interaction, so we can slowly lay our Botanical Brawlers, and those just do it in and of themselves, right? And you do probably want another Invasion of Moag if you could. That'd be a pretty good card. If you want to go 61 cards, I think it'd actually be pretty decent. You could probably take out a Kami and go another Moag. In fact, that might be the move. In fact, that's what I think I will put today's list as, because doing some testing, I felt like I always had like 1 more Kami than I necessarily wanted to. because you definitely want it in the deck, but you don't want it so early that you can't really take advantage of it, right? So I actually really think the deck is good. We do have a Drannith Ruins in here, a very overlooked land. You can put 2 counters on any non-human, which is really, really good. And we do have enough non-humans. In fact, pretty much everything is non-human. So, yeah. Much love, you guys. Thank you so much for checking out the deck, and I will be pumping out another video for sure today because I already have it made. I just have to process it. I know I always say that, but you'll have to believe me this time. Alright, much love, you guys. Cool. And also, yeah, the first game is nuts. The 2 games are hilarious. The second game is nuts. The first game is great. It really shows off the power. So, you'll have to check both of them out. Okay, here we go. I thought for a second he was disconnected, which would have been unfortunate. Look at these sleeves. These are awesome, man. Selesnya enchantments most likely here. Let's go ahead and get our briefcase down. Drannith Ruins is pretty sick. We're a big fan. Okay, the Audacity comes down. Has Trample, so that's pretty decent though, because we can go ahead and buy a turn. This is probably what we do, right? Yeah. Oh, wait, what? Why can't I? Why doesn't it let me Ossification? Enchant basic land. I don't have a basic land, that's right. I'm not reading it. I'm sorry, guys. So, we learned something today. I was looking straight at it and I like read past the first part. Silly goose me, man. Whenever you cast an enchantment, well, that's not very nice. Alright, so they all end here. Audacity goes away. I think we can lay this because it's on attack trigger. So before we swing next turn, we can obviously set it up so that we're big saucing it. Because, yeah. We're balling right now. Okay. Well, that's good. Yeah, let's go ahead and take this out. Easy. They're gonna draw a card, great. We're gonna lay this for 2 and a thing. Sorry. I was like, how do I do this? Oh, that's right. It comes in smaller. So we will scry. Nothing gets boosted because we didn't get the counters yet, but I think we will -3 next turn. And obviously slapping down Kodama right before is pretty good. In fact, that's really good. Ooh, but so is that, dude. But so is that. So we should do that first. We should almost keep this alive. Let's actually, yeah, let's keep it alive. Okay, that's actually really good. We're getting rid of those. Go ahead and do this. Yeah, I think this going here is pretty G. I guess I should have swung with both those dudes, but nah, they probably would have stopped it. So that's fine. We sneak in some cheese. Ooh. Does have ward too. Okay, so I take out the Werefox. That's pretty decent. We're feeling like a hot boy. So These can get massive and they have to block. We can also do this. Okay. Now we -3. I say we put, yeah. Let's do this. 2.
We are watchful eyes, sharpened steel.
See that? Because it buffs him up, and then he takes into account the buff, and then puts more counters. Let's go. Now I actually messed that up because I should have put one more counter on the prairie, I believe, to... Well, I don't know. Oh, whoops, I clicked off of it. Well, we'll have to play another one. Game 2 for you. Let's see what we can do here. Feeling like a hot boy. Okay, good. I was like, am I recording still? Let's go ahead and hit him with the Blossoming Sands, my dudes and dudettes. Aw, the little bat does a little circle. Oh, it hangs upside down. Dude, the bat's sick. Well, it looks right into that white. I might go blind. Alright, folks. Clayfire bricks with a rampant mono white, dude. Oof, that's tough already. Should we discard it? Or blow it up? Nah. I don't think it's worth it. We have the bootlegger stash, which is interesting because we can do some huge plays with that, obviously. Let's go ahead and do this now. We'll start plussing.
We will make this world.
Yes, yeah, don't want that necessarily. We already have a decent amount of mana, so. Scrolls Hive. Alright, folks. Let's do this, the briefcase, into the temple. Let's see what we get here. Okay, yeah, we'll put that bottom because we don't want this, right? No, we don't. Sorry, I tried to see how many we had for. Okay. I feel like we're balling. Johnny's really good. Distribute 3 counters and they gain vigilance. And then the emblem, whenever you cast a creature or planeswalker, target opponent gets 2 poison counters. That's pretty good. Okay, so our guys are getting a little bit bigger, but that's not really the important part. The important part is probably this bootlegger stash that we're about to cast. Boom. Lands you control have create a treasure token. So we're balling, shot calling. Let's keep plussing. Yeah, we don't want that.
Reinforcements are near.
Go ahead and swing. I mean, we kind of do want that because we have the White Suns, but we'll naturally go into it. So the deck's looking really good right here. A lot of sauce McGee's, because we do have a little bit of time. So if we just have a little bit of time, then we do have a good amount of removal now.
It's not too late to join us.
So, ooh, okay. Got the Werefox, which is great. Let's go ahead and lay this. Let's see what we get. Man, we are scrying lands to the bottom so good. We can cast this early, which I think is not too bad of a play. 4, yeah, and then 5. We could cast it for 5 and wipe the board, but that's obviously not worth it. So I think we just tap our manas, or tap our lands. But let's go ahead and swing. I guess we'll keep those blockers up. I guess I probably should have taken that guy out, but I do want to keep it up in case there's something better that they lay. And then we have to do all the clicking for all the lands, so. Alright, let's see. What do they got for me? So they're swinging with 3 at a Johnny. You love to see it, because then we're gonna hit him with the Werefox like a G. Well, let's wait on that actually. No, let's not. I'm sorry, I don't know why, guys. It's because I think they might have like a board wipe or something, so I was trying to play around that. Let's go ahead and do 4 on here. Make that a big fox. I think we're doing things. I just have to kind of like visualize the game plan. It's kind of awkward because we don't really need this right now, and we keep hitting lands, which is kind of crazy, right? Oh wow, they cuss out for 1. Let's see what we get. I mean,
Join us.
no. So we're the scry machine. Don't necessarily want it. We don't have the Restless Prairie, so we can't do that. I say we just swing. And we'll go ahead and we'll just do this again, because why not? There's literally no downside. Alright, sorry, sir. If we can lay Moonshaker Cavalry for a bunch of mana, that would be glorious, dude. Ooh. Alright, we gained 2 life. Oh, cool. So I had a multicolored creature somehow? Who knows? Nice. Finally just got a normal creature off the top. I suppose I could have laid White Sun's Twilight and just got a bunch of mites, which I probably should do. But I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna build up more treasures. It's gonna be sick. This is some goober stuff right here, right? Ah, yes. Expend what you have in your hand. Alright, let's see what we have here. Perfect.
Join us. Perfect.
That's working good. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay, we're gonna tap this. You can see bootleggers would work pretty good with artifact synergy. Which, by the way, I'm gonna make a Dragon Spark Reactor deck with this, because it's obviously the bee's knees. Ooh, we can draw 3 cards. Let's go ahead and do that. I forgot about that. Wow, because we have all the mana, all the colors. Ooh, and we got the Moonshaker. We got the Moonshaker. Do we cast this now? Yeah, I say we do. Okay. Right, we don't necessarily want to swing. The Moonshaker, baby. So we got 4. We got 5. So we have 9, 6, 15. And it cost 8. So we have 7 extra. We can cast both. But we don't necessarily want to do that. Well, actually, yeah, we do. Yeah, because we could cast... we could cast both here. Should we do that? They don't get haste though, right? Yeah, no, they don't get haste. That'd be so funny though. We need more creatures though, so let's... that's also pretty good. Let's see what we get here. Okay, let's do this. Aha. Let's go ahead and take out a bunny. I think we're playing this smart because they have a lot of cards in hand still. Okay. Let's go ahead and draw 3. Forgot about that. Genius. Okay, perfect. We will immediately do this. Perfect. We'll go ahead and do that. Okay, now we can Moonshaker for a whole bunch, right? Which will be dope. And we'll create that because we do need more for that. So we can't necessarily swing into this yet. I mean, we could, but it wouldn't be the right play, being that we have Moonshaker. Man, rabble rousing. So is it flying? Yeah, number of creatures. So we have 4, 8. We're so set up, it's so funny. It's actually hilarious. So we should just let this die, right? Yeah, do we even care? Well, let's just go ahead and block for no reason. The ones that we can. Does this have reach? Yeah, it does. Alright. The 14-14 connects. That's pretty good too. Okay, guys. So can we do? I wish we could do that as well. No, but we have 4, 5, 9, 11. Okay. So can we do this? Yeah, because we have 4, 7. Sorry, 8. Right? Yeah. All right. So here we go. We Invasion of Moag onto everybody. They get pretty big. And now we Moonshaker Cavalry. They all got +8/+8. That's a GG, folks. So that's the power of that's the power of the bootlegger stash. I know we're chilling at the bottom of plat 1 or plat 4 here, but look at that. We just ramped so much with this. We casted so many good spells. These obviously synergize so crazy because every time a counter is put on anything else, you put a counter here. So when you put a counter on all your creatures, it's like exponentially onto those guys, right? So pretty insane way to end the game there. Much love, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the games. I hugely appreciate it. Don't forget to leave a like, and you know, I'll be pumping out way more content. Been loving all the support, you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.